Listening to the new Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time at BringDownTheBand.com.
People know this.
And brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, Printfinity, Indie CD and Vinyl, and Sun King Brewery. Support the new Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/newoldheads.
Episode 175 of the new Old Heads podcast. I'm 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿. I make pretty cool beats. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes. All the time. Thank you for the whisper there. Across the table, Ableton professor at Academics DJ School, music producer, founder of BringDownTheBand.com, and also DJ, my man Lonegevity. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Michael.
You got a long list of skills. Your skill set is expanding, sir.
Yeah, you keep adding them to the
I'm definitely about to
to
add
the intro.
100%. DJ will be on there.
Yeah,
moving forward.
doing all right. You know,
Lyrics matter,
they do.
as always.
Yep.
Across the table, fresh to death as always. Rocking the that was the finals jerseys. That's the logo when they went to the finals against the Bulls. Sean Kemp joint, that's fresh right there. DJ extraordinaire, CEO of Printfinity, and also longtime contributor to BringDownTheBand.com. Today is his birthday. DJ Jay Diff.
Clap, clap, clap.
Salutations.
What's happening, man?
What's going on, man? Thank you for the birthday shout out. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Of course, man.
Yep.
How you feel?
I feel alive.
I feel alive.
Yeah, man.
That's good enough. That's good
Shout
enough.
out to this Sun King beer.
Yes.
definitely.
Shout out to Sun King, new partner. They taking care of us. We really appreciate that relationship. That's what's up. To my immediate left, former radio personality, master of ceremonies, voice of Indianapolis. That's what I call him also, Kansas City Mac. My man, Jay Moore. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Just enjoying what I believe to be the start of spring weather here in the city.
I think so.
But you just never know because this is the Midwest and it might snow.
It just might.
Yeah, I don't trust. I don't trust.
I don't
Midwest
trust
weather.
it. I don't trust it until like May gets here. Then I'll be like, all right.
Nah, it'll
You
be
know what
warm.
I don't understand?
What's that?
Every year we go through the same shit of people that act like they don't know what weather is like in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But grew up in the Midwest.
And grew up here.
Yeah.
And then
Like
they want
when
to
it gets
complain when it gets
cold.
hot.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, it's so hot.
It was just cold. It was just hot the other day. You
But
know that.
I ain't never met so many people that was moving. Oh, this is my last year. This is
Oh,
my
man.
last year. Is it?
You know, and that falls into
You ain't going nowhere.
No goddamn.
that
way.
falls into the I'm moving for the weather thing, and that also falls into the it ain't nothing to do crew. There's like two, they're all kind of together.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So,
know, Midwest people are known for random conversations for two things:
okay.
talking about the weather
Mm-hmm.
and gas station prices.
Mm.
Or I guess it would be gas prices.
Yeah.
So that's what we're known for.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now.
Talk to me.
Gas station, not too far from where I live, which is not too far from where we record. They're now offering a lobster roll.
A lobster roll at
Talking
the
about
gas
Get Go.
station?
Get go.
It's at like a BP.
What part of the name is that?
Now look, I'll get some gas station chicken, maybe some potato wedges, but I'm not buying any seafood.
Tell me why.
Especially
Tell me why though.
lobster
What about
What,
from a gas station in a landlocked state.
you don't like seafood?
No, I like seafood.
Why don't you trust them though? That's my question.
maybe they're lobster fish sticks?
Whatever it is.
Lobster fish sticks.
Look, if
Right.
you are getting
No, it's not right.
any type of lobster from a gas station in Indiana in the middle of the winter,
Yeah.
your life is not going according to plan.
What if they have?
Hey, it ain't no different than you getting a seafood delight sandwich from fucking Subway.
Yeah, I don't
you
mess
got
with
him
those
there.
either.
Yeah,
You got
it's
him
the
there.
same shit.
It's like
Me-
the
like-
mystery color in Airheads. You know, you just
Or
don't
like
know what it is.
you know, when you go to and this has imitation crab. Like, well, what imitation crab?
What if they had the lobster like in
Yeah.
the tank at the gas station? Would that help? Come on now. Reach in there and pick that dog
got
out.
All the
Gas station with a Papados connected to it.
That'd be tough.
no, because it'd be just your luck. You pull a lobster out and the lobster have a cough.
have a cigarette.
Nah, listen, man.
Yo,
I've gotten Get Go
lobster.
because that's a location. Get Go. I've gotten some Get Go lunch. here
Get
and
Go's
there.
different.
Yeah, I like Get Go, man.
didn't they buy out
I think BP's
Rickers?
maybe.
Is it
Rickers, one of them.
Maybe
They
that's
got
why they
good
have
sandwiches.
all those food options.
They got good sandwiches, man.
But I'm
it's
sorry,
like
when
people
I,
down south.
when
They
I
got
saw they had a
Wawa.
lobster roll, I
True.
was like, nah, we're not doing that.
All right, so
it
give me
might be good. You might be missing out.
give me a
Somebody
sandwich.
had to buy me one.
Give me a sandwich I need to get at a get-go. Just give
Well,
me
you
one
can
off
just
top.
build one. That's
Oh.
all I do. You go in there, you pick your bread, you put it all on the computer.
Okay.
It spits out a ticket. You go up there, pay for it,
Uh-huh.
and they let you know when it's done.
Did you get the lobster?
You
I
get the lobster
haven't
roll
messed
yet?
with the lobster roll.
Yeah.
They got a fish sandwich I might try.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like that fish sandwich does look pretty fantastic.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You got a little cheese on it.
Yep.
It looked like a double fish fillet. It's,
A double fish fillet.
A
No,
sub,
because
sub
like
style.
the fish fillet doesn't even look good in pictures. Now this sandwich
It's a
looks
foot-long
fantastic.
fish sandwich.
Yeah.
First of all, y'all are nobody here is anti McDonald's fish sandwiches,
Hey, it's
right?
time
I
for
ain't-
Lent too. I mean,
What?
Oh,
fish.
I don't know.
You don't fool with them?
No,
I don't do
mess with
seafood
fish
at all.
fillet.
I don't do
The
seafood
fish
at
fillet
all.
though, you don't.
No, I don't mess with no fish fillet.
I mean,
do.
fish fillets. Who knows
Fish
how
fillet and a black coffee, you got to be at least
I-
55, 60
I don't need
years
I ain't
black
say
coffee.
black coffee, man.
That
But I've been
seems-
messing with a fish fillet ever since it came in the blue styrofoam box.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
I
That's
would
wisdom
still
right
rather
there.
get the McDLT with the hot
Oh,
side
that was
hot
good
and
too.
the cold side cold.
Yeah, with the white styrofoam, you
Yep.
can fold them joints over.
I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan. I never trusted the McRib. I don't buy into that.
It's not really rib meat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
I knew that when it was this Muslim on my campus, and he would mess up with McRib. And I was like, "What you doing, brother? So and so.
You know what's funny about them fake rib sandwiches though?
This ain't really pork, brother." I was like, "All right."
You know what's funny about them
why
fake
you
rib
call him
sandwiches
out like that, man?
is they have
didn't
the
use his
little
real name.
pieces. When we see the meat,
Yeah.
there's a longer piece.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 longer pieces
And
that's
then-
supposed to symbolize the bone,
The
I
bone?
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
I
just
mean, you
glue
just-
them together.
Yeah,
Just eat right through that shit. There's no bone in that bitch.
yeah.
Why?
Would they just staple them together? Glue
Ribs
'em?
supposed to have bone.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Glue.
have
You
bones.
can't eat a staple, but you can eat some glue.
Shit, they might have some new shit. I don't know.
Some
The staple
glucose.
dissolve
It's just
in
glucose.
the rib or
Same
something.
thing they make them chicken that pink slurry. They make
Hey,
the chicken
man,
McNuggets
it's
out of.
3D
Stop,
printed.
man.
It's 3D printed McRib.
3D printed. Yo,
Get you one.
I'm just saying, man. The fish fillet, I'm still home on that. Now, some of the other stuff, I'm cool.
I'm good on that fish fillet. I've never
I'm
liked
with
that.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll give me a McChicken plain.
I'm with that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe a McDouble if I'm feeling fancy.
Fancy.
And by fancy, I mean I just want one.
Got an extra 79 cents. I was like, let's just go ahead and make this happen.
We giving them too much pub because they could
Yeah,
sponsor
exactly.
us
They're
as
not a
well.
sponsor.
I don't know.
There you go, sponsors.
Yeah, McDowell's is not a sponsor.
Yeah, I bet you eat a fish fillet if they cut that check.
I bet I won't.
It'd be,
Shit, I would.
be fish fillet wrappers all up in his mouth.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm eating that fish fillet for
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I
right.
ain't doing.
For that
Nope.
bag. I mean, because I ain't doing nothing different. I ain't faking.
Hey man, I'll drink the water.
McDonald's water.
Yeah,
How
It
you know
might
it
be
ain't,
worse.
How you know it ain't 3D printed?
it could be.
Okay, at least you honest.
I'd get the ice cream, but
Could
the
be
ice cream
like-
machine is always closed.
It's like the water that the fish fillet was cooked in
Oh, that's the water that.
because they swim in it. And
Okay.
And they
Nutrients.
take the water. And, yeah, it's got that vitamin E.
Okay.
E. coli.
Does the fish that
fish have
Does
sex in that water.
does
Yeah.
the fish that McDonald's use? Do they swim? It make you think, huh? Like,
This is about to turn a whole bunch of McDonald's slander. That's when
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think they swim. I think they 3D generated. I like
They
that.
cut
I'm gonna
the,
roll
they,
with that.
they cut the tails off. And that's it. They're just like
Oh, that's what the
fillets.
square. They cut the hell head and tail off, and then that's what you get on the bun. I feel
It's
you.
just
It ain't gonna change my mind, Jay Diff.
I'm with it.
I'm with him.
they got. Where's that Clippers owner when you need him?
You talk about
He's got
paper.
AIDS.
No, he don't got it. No. He got that paper. They trying to buy the forum. How disrespectful is that to the Lakers? He
it's
trying to
not
cop.
disrespectful at all.
He doesn't own it anymore.
No, but what I'm saying is he wants to cop the forum.
The
Just-
one that doesn't own
No,
the
Steve
team
Ballmer.
anymore?
Ballmer, the owner for the
Oh,
Clippers, he want to
okay.
cop He want to cop the forum.
Well,
Just cop.
Well, they repurposed the forum into a live music venue, and since they're gentrifying all of Inglewood,
yeah.
they're
Can
like, why not move the team there?
Can y'all imagine what like the Forum Club parties were like back in like '86 when Magic and them was in there. And
Yeah, I can. That's
don't
why
do
I'm
that.
glad I didn't go.
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't
They
have
had
said
AIDS.
I shouldn't have said that. I walked right into that.
It was probably a lot of fun, but at the end of the day,
See, you ruined a good thing, man.
no, Magic ruined a good thing.
People know this.
Oh my God. Shout out to Magic.
Parties
man.
was not live after that.
Magic Live.
Yeah, he is.
And well.
He sure is. He's
And well.
live and well.
Yep.
He's definitely got some magic.
Yep.
You know, he's been HIV positive since I was in 7th grade.
That's a fact.
You turn what, 41 today?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
There's hope.
Yeah.
Look,
You got that
could-
paper
could-
to spend on that
You
medicine?
can live through anything if Magic made it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Shout out
Lord
to
is
Kanye.
with
I
that
remember that
man.
line.
I don't think he has anything anymore. If you want me to be honest with you,
I don't know if I'd say that, but
Cook, he ain't got nothing yet. You think they've been strapping up all this time?
yeah, they still strapping up.
You think he ain't come on one night and just?
I'm not about to
let me
do
just
this,
put the
man.
tip in.
I'm not about to do this. I refuse to do this.
Look,
I'm not doing it.
I stopped. So come on, you guys just stop.
Yeah,
I know
I'm-
it's your birthday, but goddamn.
Yeah, I
Hey,
refuse.
listen.
I'm not doing this. Yeah, I refuse to do that.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to Magic, greatest point guard of all time.
We need a keep it real button. I guess
Is he?
Got to hit the keep it real button when y'all want me to
He
keep it real.
definitely is.
Get a
Who you like, John Stockton?
somebody throw a flag on the play.
Why? Because he's white.
I didn't say that. Great player though, by the way.
Derek Fisher.
No, Derek Fisher is a dirty Mac.
Yeah, you know, Derek Fisher was out there in them streets. Ask Matt Barnes.
Yep.
He went to see him.
He went there
Went
with
to
the
talk
did
to
go
him
see
as a
him
man in
as
his
a man
face.
in his
Sure
face.
did.
Yeah,
Like
Shout
this
out
one.
to, shout out to Matt Barnes.
yeah, that's right.
Exactly like that. Because he won't know how to smoke. No pun intended.
I said it already. Tell him how you feel, Birdman. We live. Tell him. I said it already.
I said it.
I said it already.
Now, Kith.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I said it already. All right, man. That was classic, by the way. All three of y'all. All right.
Poor bird, man.
I thought I was the only one that caught that I said it already, but I think y'all was on it. So
Even Birdman looked at Megan Thee Stallion's contract and was like, "Damn,
speaking of that,
that's
man,
unnecessary."
He showed up to her with paperwork. Was like, I want to talk to you as a man in your face. See, you want to come get on this cash money game.
yo. Hey, but for real though, man, like we talked about this. I want to guess what 3 episodes ago, give or take.
And it was the whole
about
Puff
the
Daddy
contracts and all
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, when Jay Moore broke down the specifics, I'm like,
The
fam,
specifics
like
of
the like her agreement. Remember, he was going through the list, and I'm just like, yo, you said your line was the funniest when you said like at that point you're pretty much qualified to be like what you said, a college senior or something like that,
because she said when she signed the contract, she was 21 years old.
right?
So that's around the time when you're a college senior, junior, senior.
Junior.
If you went through and did everything in the
Yeah,
right order,
but the
and you got just like an associate's degree on the way or some shit, yeah.
but the breakdown is, I don't know. Like, I'm sure she had representation. I hope she had representation. But she said, I just signed it. I didn't really know what was going
in it?
on. I'm like,
Hey, that's on her.
this
I'm
is
just
not
saying, like-
this is not a Puffy situation. This is not. You can't blame what's my man Carl Crawford. You can't blame him.
No.
She ain't read the contract.
Tell him some of the,
You got-
the stipulations
Yeah,
you got
on
the
the
specifics?
contract.
This is
boss.
the thing. Okay, Carl Crawford and his company.
Carl Crawford is a cunt.
Look, he is an associate with Jay Prince. Don't get us in no trouble.
Yeah,
You
No.
said it. I'm just repeating it.
yeah.
But,
be cool.
Complete-
Yeah, be,
Oh yeah.
yeah, be cool. Jay Prince
He
to come up
has.
here.
They're owed 60% of all her recording earnings. She gets 40, and out of that 40, they have to pay recording costs, engineering, producers, and anybody who's featured on a record. So all the money that comes out of actually creating the art basically comes out of her 40%. Any profits, they automatically get 60%. Then they get 30% of all like merchandising, touring, endorsements, any extra income. Now, this sounds like a 360. It does, but usually with a 360, you get a large, sometimes unrecoupable amount of money up front.
Lump sum. Yep.
Yeah. They gave her it basically $10,000, and it was of a recoupable, which basically means she had to pay that back out of the 40%. Now, I've been one of those people who's always seen a lot of, knowing what New Edition went through, knowing what
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
You had to know both of them together.
The Locks.
The Locks, NWA, all the jerk contracts that you've seen.
Shout out to Mace.
And not to say it's her fault, but there's a
Kinda is.
It is, but this is what record companies do. Is they're like, okay, you need a lawyer to review this. We got a lawyer over here. Our lawyer will be happy to review the contract for you. And it's already a conflict of interest, but nobody wants to talk about things like that.
I feel like it's still to keep on the point that I mentioned a few episodes ago when we were talking about this. I still think, even though she definitely has some sort of responsibility in reading the contract, I mean, we're still talking about intentionally manipulative entities of record labels, like trashing people, like it is a trash contract, and you are taking advantage of somebody knowingly when you do that.
You
don't care about them
for whatever you feel about her art or whether or not you like her. This is thievery. Yeah. Basically, okay, we keep almost all the money. You pay for everything out of the 40% we give you.
That's the part. The part that is interesting is the fact that they don't have any type of recoupable. Like, they get a flat 60%.
Yeah.
And then they get a flat 30 from everything else. So I'm guessing she gets the 70 on that.
She gets the 70, but
that was merchandise and touring, right?
But this is the thing: merchandise and touring is usually where artists
you get to recoup it,
even if that's your money.
Yeah,
usually, the T-shirts you see when you go to a concert. The artist gets 100% of that outside of the cost of creating the actual T-shirt.
But still, it's not unheard of that a label still gets a percentage of touring revenue.
Well, if depending on the amount of money they put into promotion,
right?
But when you're and this is also a different time when we're talking about the 360 era. But because Jay-Z, when it was time for the Blueprint 3, that's when he got his 360 deal. Now, mind you, he got like $100 million up front. Okay, so
they knew what it was going to do.
So
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. So if you're getting a check for $100 million, okay, but a lot of these because trust me, Megan's not the only person that signed a contract like this.
Oh no,
I said, there was a template out there for her, to have this happen.
Remember, Blueface couldn't even tell you what the hell he signed.
It was him, and I remember Yachty a while back. He was like, because I remember Joe Budden asked him, "Are you in a 360 deal?" And he was like, "I really don't know. I just know we have a partnership with QC, and they do distribution with Columbia or something like that."
I got more money than I ever had in my life, so I don't ask any questions. That's just pretty much what it boils down to.
But Lone's point is right when if you look at it, like, what are the intentions, the initial intentions of the contract? Like, it's really for them to eat. Like, we always talk about the 4080 record companies are shady, right? So this is the epitome of that. I'm just saying from her side, I just think certain people, I would think more people will be like, yo, I want you to give me every specific that comes on the contract that I'm about to sign. Let's walk through I want you to tell me everything. How I get paid for this, how I get paid for that, what I don't get paid for, what I'm responsible for.
Just put their name on a dotted line and take an Instagram picture.
So that's why, to your point, I don't want to be, I can't relate to that, so I don't want to say what I would do. I'm just thinking from the outside looking in from our lens. Like, I would want to know as much as I possibly could, to save myself long term.
And
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's your right as an artist to ask those questions, to say, hey, what does this mean?
That's what the lawyers pay for.
Hopefully you have somebody that can explain that to you.
Once again, this is where, and I don't know who's listening to this, and maybe if you're a young artist right now and you're listening to our podcast, like, do not spend the money that you've created a buzz. You're starting to get a little bit of money here and there. You don't have representation. You're not signed to a deal yet. This is not the time for you to spend your money on middle of the mall jewelry, used German cars, and bottle service trying to impress people. This is the time for you to go ahead and get a good entertainment lawyer, good contract lawyer, because when that deal does come to you, then you have somebody who's really looking out for your best interest. Because what the sad thing is, I don't think they had someone. I mean, they had people who might have had her best interest because, unfortunately, her mom, rest in peace. She had her best interest in heart, but didn't have the expertise to really know what it was to ask for and what to look for in the contract.
That's the part.
So when you look at
get paid to do that,
and the thing is, a lot of times people want to be famous. So it's. I don't know if you guys ever seen a movie called Cadillac Records. Basically,
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
James.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was like when they were sitting down, Mos Def played Chuck Berry in the movie, and he said, "I'm he's like, I'm going about to make you rich and you famous." He was like, "What? Here, let me go ahead and change seats here," because the thing is, like, some people are just so happy to be famous. They don't care about being rich. So when if you're a fan of Megan, you saw her on TV and she's in videos, and you see all those wrestling outfits that she wears at her concerts, all that stuff came out of her pocket.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but still, you have to kind of wonder too. At the same time,
They didn't pay for that.
How much the record labels are valuing their reach, and how much that actually is how much is the reach of a record label actually worth? The distribution platforms that you can put out, that they can push through. The notoriety that they can push, how much is that actually worth? Is that worth 60% of your contract?
Not anymore.
Her
Exactly, that's
deal
my
is
point.
Not even
with
close.
a management company, though, right? He's just a management company, or is it a record company?
Well, he's a management / record company, which is where she's going to have a leg to stand on, considering she has a basically injunction against them now to where she can't put out her records because, you can't. The record company can't be your management.
It can't.
Yeah, it's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Yep.
It shouldn't. And if anybody who's listening is trying to get into the game, please understand that that's not how it's supposed to work.
Definitely not the move.
Your record company's not supposed to provide you with a manager and a lawyer.
No, you get your own.
Yeah.
Get your own.
that goes back to what I was initially saying. It's like, this is what I'm paying you for, like as a lawyer.
What does she go to school for? Because that's the big thing, that she's still in school.
Like medical billing. Look, I just know it's not contract law.
What the hell is she going to school for medical billing?
Huh?
For at this point in time?
I mean,
medical bill. I mean, she's at Texas Southern.
No, I'm saying why? Why wouldn't she switch her?
Look, if you're getting screwed like this in the record industry, you better get a backup plan.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
True.
I'm saying, why is she going to school for that?
That might have been what she wanted to initially go to school for.
Maybe she has a passion for numbers and medical.
I don't know. If she's made it to this pinnacle in life, she need to switch that major in order to understand what the hell is going on with these
Either
contracts.
that or just put the paper up to get people that are people that know what they're doing and ask them, tell me everything that's involved with what I'm signing.
She ain't still going to school, is she?
Yeah,
I think she's
still probably not full time, but she's still in class.
She about to get one of them honorary degrees.
One honorary doctorate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see, man. I know she said to his point, she could put music back out now. So
can she?
Yeah, she can put it back out. So
well, she just had a song because I really wasn't understanding what was going on because that BTCH song came out.
Yeah.
Like when was about a month ago.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram when she put it out.
Did all this shit transcend since then or something? Is that what it is?
I
don't know. I don't know the timeline. I'll be honest. I don't know the timeline.
I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just kept seeing a whole bunch of people talking about record contract shit on Twitter, and then then yesterday I finally saw that it was about Megan Thee Stallion. This was going on for 2 days before I even knew who it was about.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, it's like, okay, and this is what I hope is not true. Is like, okay, you realize basically you've been giving free money to another entity basically on your hard work. And now that you've got the game figured out, hopefully this isn't the peak of your career and you realize it's all downhill from here.
That's a good point. I hope not.
That's the messed up thing is a lot of times when people finally figure it out, people aren't interested in their music anymore.
She and like Meg Thee Stallion is like ascending. She's trending this way. So I'd hate, to his point, I'd hate for her to get to the point where she's about to, I guess, whatever you classify as
take
blow.
Control of her career.
Yeah, and be able to get to be in that boss position, and then
she's got full capability to turn this into whatever she wants at this point. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. Let's see. We're probably about halfway through. Let's shout out our partners real quick. You got a No Bad Ideas hat? Do we have? I know they placed around here. Can we get one just for? Shout out to No Bad Ideas. They've been a partner of ours from day one. They always lace us with merch for our raffles. We got stuff placed around the set. You can see a book bag there as well. So we really appreciate them. Indie CD and vinyl. They always provide wax for us whenever we do our raffles. We do giveaways for Patreon. So salute to them. We really appreciate them as always. Dr. Coleman for Coleman Dental, 317-255-8546, located in Brow Ripple. Make sure you get your teeth right. I might need to make an appointment. We'll see.
You do.
Need to get them right, huh?
I got to get them right,
Get
man.
them right.
You see the banner on the wall, bringing down the banner. As always, is the hub. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell for notifications. That will keep you in the loop for anything that we drop that's related to the podcast. Also, any music or anything that we shout out to Memphis, anything that we put out or release on the site, you'll be able to get a notification ding whenever we put that out. That is also where we go to view the comments for the videos that we put out. So y'all get in there and engage. We will respond. I actually look forward to that now because we're starting to get some really good comments, either good or bad. I don't care. Either way, it's fun for me. We have fun with it. So
Definitely.
make sure y'all engage and come on there.
Yeah, we had quite a few for the Young MA R&B conversation.
Yeah.
And also the
Little Brother as well. I think
the Little Brother one too.
had some, yeah.
So
yeah,
shouts to y'all.
we appreciate anyone that comes in and puts a comment on there. We got thick skin, so it's all good. We just have some fun and talk about it. We respect everybody's opinion, so it's all good.
I bleed easily.
Did I miss anybody? Who'd I miss?
Printfinity.
Sun King. Shout out to Sun King.
Did you already say Printfinity too?
I didn't say Printfinity yet. Shout out to Sun King, new sponsor. They really.
You need to put this in your notes, man.
I know, right? They really
You have
take
a whole
care.
computer.
Make
there.
it. Make a note to put this in your notes.
Sun King is already in there. I forgot about Printfinity, but I was backwards. Shout out to Sun King. We appreciate them. New partner. New things on the horizon. That's going to be a great relationship for us.
Did you guys see the comment I put in the channel today about Record Store Day?
Yes.
So we will be doing that as well.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
So
That's
Record
what's up.
Store Day at Indie City and Vinyl, we're going to do a live show. Might as well announce it.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Boom.
And then, as always, Printfinity, owned by DJ Jay Diff. I don't do the C-level stuff. We're going to keep that out the way.
You did earlier for the
No.
intro.
It's cool. I ain't
intro.
going to do it no more.
Yeah.
He look at me sideways. Shout out to the homies. Support people that have their own companies. We need to do more of that. So look out for my man. All right. Let's get back to the rundown.
Yeah.
So
So excited.
stop, man. So
Okay.
get your boy, man. Anyway, so Waka Flocka Flame was actually
A, B, C.
he's
D,
been
E,
floating
F,
around
G.
on social media for some stuff that he said actually about his career and his own talent. I believe this was on Everyday Struggle. So this was I actually like what he said. I'm gonna read it. I actually like what he said. He said by 2012 and 13, I had $30 million. He said at that point in life, I'm being real. I'm being real on my dead brother. Why was I rapping? This is a question that he's asking himself. He says, what was I rapping about? I'm rich. I wanted to be rich. From that time to right now, I wanted to figure out how can I become a billionaire or a multi-billionaire off of business. Because I did it with rap. I was a whack rapper. I knew I was whack, but I was real. You see what I'm saying? The realness overcame the whackness. So when I saw that, I was like, this is dope because I don't think a lot of people will come to grips with themselves and their talent level and say that. Jay Diff made a good point before we came on. He's like, Waka's always been pretty transparent, been upfront about who he is. I just think it's dope to see that where somebody could be like, man, he went on about my favorite rappers are DMX and Nas and all these types of dudes. I shouldn't be compared with them. Like, I'm not even in their class. Like, these are the guys I looked up to. I understood what I got in the game for, got up out of there. Like, I respect him for saying that. Like, I thought that was a really dope moment.
Takes a level of humility to be able to do that.
Yes. And I don't...
self-awareness.
Self-awareness. Yeah. I don't see that often.
And a lot of people aren't self-aware in general, like just in everyday life. So.
Yeah. I thought that was extremely dope for him to come out and just be like, yo, this is what I got in the game. This was my plan. I got out. I know I'm not the best rapper, and I'm cool with that.
I mean, he took his angles the correct way, though. I mean, one of the things that stuck out about Waka Flocka was his energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was always hype, turned up shit. You know what I'm saying? Once he figured out he wasn't going to be that rapper dude, he went on that techno shit. He was touring the techno scene for a minute.
He was up there with Steve Aoki and all that.
He was doing that shit, jumping around and making music for that crowd.
Getting a bag.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he's always been true to saying, I'm not a good rapper.
Right.
There's actually a video of one song he did. I can't remember who's featured on that song. But like there's a part where they're talking. He's like, yeah, I'm not a good rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's always stayed true to that sentiment, and he knows where he stands. So shit, kudos to him, man. That's dope.
I'm with it. Jump in, Jay Moore. Anything on him saying that?
No, my whole thing was just the self-awareness to understand, you know, on an artistic level where you are compared to people that you look up to. Some people just don't have that. They think that they are the best rapper in the world and can't nobody touch me, and they are terrible. Right. And they're riding a wave, and you know, it's kind of weird when people just don't know their place in the game. And I'm not trying to, okay, you know what? I don't care. These people don't know me and I don't know them.
That's a good point.
Over the weekend, you know, I wound up hosting a couple of events for concerts that were in town, you know, and Twista was in town, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Twista.
Legend.
You know what I'm saying? A definite legend.
Yep.
You know, been doing it for, like, if you talk, we're going back 3 and 4 decades now. You know, but he
made rapping fast cool before Eminem made it not cool.
Not cool.
It ain't been 3 or 4 decades.
No, you think about it, if you start 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now where we are, we're talking about 4 decades of you know, he's still out here able to get money in 2020. That's 4 decades.
I see where you're going. Okay.
Not the beginning. Okay, not the beginning.
He ain't start rapping at 5.
I was like, he is the most seasoned rapper out here.
You know,
Twista.
But you know, when he came, even, you know, of course he's got new music, you know, and he gave a little touch of that. But you know, he knew that people wanted to hear the songs that made him famous. You know, but then here comes, you know, another night when I'm out and getting some money, and here comes the yin-yang twins, and they talking about, we got a new song. It was like,
what was the reaction like?
I mean, it was like, look, people a lot of times are happy to see somebody famous, but it was like, can we hurry up and get this shit over with so we can hear Whistle While You Twerk? Because
that's what they came for.
That's what we want to hear.
You know,
that's
so
what they came for.
I think there's just a self-awareness that almost every artist has to have. And and what's crazy, Waka's only 33, 34 years old.
Yeah.
Shows a lot of wisdom.
But at the same time, with everything being so trendy and things moving so fast in the culture, you know, if you start in your 20s, or maybe if you're 18 or 19, you almost got to look at like being an NFL running back. You know, your time to get your money is, you know, in your early 20s, into your late 20s. By the time you're 34, 35, you almost have to have something other to do.
Shit, by the time you're 30 as an NFL running back.
Yeah, I do like that hip hop is transcending as far as the longevity is concerned. Because you actually have different pockets. Like Royce just dropped a new album, which is, considered grown man's hip hop. You know what I'm saying, for the most part.
I haven't heard it yet.
He actually
that Royce is out. It's nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Royce is.
But he made a good point that kind of speaks to being self-aware in an interview, because he brought up, you know, everybody talks about the importance of owning your masters and things like that.
Yep.
He's saying, he made a point which makes a lot of sense, that if you're young and you're out here pretty much and you're just, you know what I'm saying, trying to say it for alcohol, I own all my shit.
Because it sounds good.
Because it sounds good.
Yeah.
If your music doesn't doesn't transcend time, if it's not good later on, it doesn't matter if you own it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
True.
being relevant takes a skill. You can't just be putting shit out and it's good for right now. Yeah, you own it right now.
Yeah.
It might pop up here and there over, you know what I'm saying? But
You gotta
in the long run, your masters mean shit because you're not
People have to revisit that music in some way, shape, or form.
exactly.
It's like you got a subpar, you got an average catalog, but you own it. It's like, what's the long
or
game?
even if it's below average, it's
Could be
just
below
right
average.
now.
Yeah.
Right now is hot. And I used to tell people that all the time, like, if you're listening to something right now,
Yep.
think about 10 years from now. What do you think it's going to sound like?
That's a good point.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
If you can't see yourself listening to it 10 years from now,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be around.
Look, just pick up a hip hop magazine, whether it be The Source or an XXL, or I don't know if Vibe was still popping at that time. And you'll look at the advertisements for upcoming albums or the people they're interviewing. Most of those people, we don't even know where they are now. You know, that's how
Benzino being one of them. He owned a damn magazine.
the
The whole magazine.
the culture moves so fast. Like I said, being in, clubs where I'll say I'm the old man in the club. If I wasn't
Right.
getting a check, I would have no reason to be there. But, I do get the benefit of seeing how things move in real time and how, there's somebody who was the hottest thing in like 3 years ago, and we don't play that record out of irony or because it was such a big song. Like some of the stuff I talked to shot my man DJ Lockstar. He said, I just had to go through my computer. I said, I would never play this record again for any reason.
Man.
This was
That's tough.
It marked time, but you know what? No one will ever ask me for this, and I will never have a desire to play it.
What
know what's-
song was it?
Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of them. He was like, he went
He
through
got a
and
whole folder of them.
He deleted. He's like, I went through and not even having to think. I deleted like 1,500 songs.
You know what's crazy though? It's funny that you said the example about 10 years, right? So I think the tour is called the Millennium Tour.
Yeah,
It's got
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
That's why the Yin Yang Twins were in town.
Okay, B2K, all them, right?
Nah, B2K ain't
I mean,
getting
not
that
B2K.
bag,
Just
I'm
Omarion.
tripping.
Just
Yeah,
Omarion.
sorry. Omarion, get your
You know,
bread.
Mario
Yeah,
pulled a
get-
G move and
He
said,
did.
"No, y'all stay home and take care of my
and his
kids."
home and his homie ain't even widow girl no more.
He's a goofy.
He messed
yeah.
up the whole bag,
Whole bag.
for a couple weeks of
I'm with you.
yeah.
But I
thing.
saw Soulja Boy. Somebody had a video of Soulja Boy performing, and he was doing Crank That, right? So you think about, we all remember when, you know what I'm saying, people was wearing the Dickie shorts that was down to their ankles, and he had the 5X t-shirts, and everybody was, that era when it first dropped. And it's like, I'm watching the videos now, and there are people in there, but it's still kind of gold. Like it's still the reaction let me know
yeah,
that
it's
it still
going to
had
go.
it still had some legs underneath it, right?
That's
I
one of
played
those-
Crank That at a kid's school dance
and it went off.
3 weeks ago.
That's a
Right.
record you
Yeah.
can't delete that record.
Right.
For whatever the culture felt about Soulja Boy, you
For-
can't.
for
that's
whatever you wanna
that's
say
a
about
record
it.
you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Besides, kids love the Superman that hoe.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed, they do.
Listen, Omarion was out there. Bow Wow. Let Me Hold You Down joint with the Luther Vandross.
Yes.
Like,
Did you say
people-
let me hoe you down?
I didn't say that. Don't do
Listen
that.
to him.
First of all, now you just came up with a great concept for a record.
That's Lone next single. Let Me Hold You Down.
I have some records to write, so
Yeah.
Yeah, do Let Me Hold You Down. We just want 10%. But nah,
we
man,
want,
like,
we want our 60%.
that's cool. You can negotiate all you want.
Yeah.
But
All right.
The other 40%, you need to pay for everything out of that.
yeah, we want 60 up
you're
front.
gonna have to talk to my lawyer,
I feel you. Good, you're a smart man.
and that's what you should do.
Damn right. But now they were performing that joint, man, and the place was going crazy. Like it's still.
I mean,
Goals.
it's at Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
If you have a
doing-
concert at
they're doing
Bankers Life
arenas.
Fieldhouse, then you're doing numbers.
You're doing numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just thought about that when you said that. Like,
Shanti was there.
Yeah, she
you know, we
was.
love Ashanti. Yeah, you know we love Ashanti.
Definitely.
And for people who don't know, outside of City, that's where the Indiana Pacers play. So
They know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that don't know.
They might.
These stadiums change names all
Yeah,
the time.
that's true.
You know,
That's
so-
true.
I thought
Speaking
they played at
sicko.
Market Square.
Don't
I
do that.
still call what is it now, Verizon? I still call that shit Deer Creek. It ain't been Deer Creek since like 98, 99.
It was Klipsch Center for a while.
That's what it is
Yeah,
now.
Klipsch Center.
It ain't even Verizon. See,
Actually, I think it changed again. I think it's like Bank of Middle America or some
Bank
shit.
of Middle America. That's a terrible name.
Well, shit, Bankers Life Fieldhouse is a pretty terrible name too.
I like 𝐂𝐄𝐃𝐒. I got used to 𝐂𝐂𝐃𝐒.
Oh yeah, 𝐂𝐂𝐃𝐒.
Oh yeah. I still call
Market Square.
places
That was
out
a
of
different
town.
place.
I'll be like, yeah, Candlestick Park.
Yeah, that's been going for a long
Comiskey.
time.
yeah,
It's like, what are you talking about?
The Hoosier Dome.
That's throwback. But nah, man, like I'm not mad at Bow Wow and them for getting that paper. They can
Shit,
still.
why would you be?
I'm not mad at all. Like that's what,
Shit.
it's actually smart. Like for them to form on some Voltron shit. I'd be curious to see what the Yin Yang Twins set is like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's probably lit.
I think it's lit.
I'm not curious.
Don't do that.
I actually seen them on spring break, Myrtle Beach.
They had a
It
couple
was
now.
them.
The Whispers.
It was Lil Scrappy, Lil John.
Oh wow.
All them was together. Spring
It's got to
break.
be a Little John, or it's got to be, excuse me. It's got to be Yin Yang Twins and Friends. It's got to be like a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Whole bunch of people, yeah.
For me
There was a
to
time when
somewhat enjoy
Crunk was
that.
running the
Feel
world.
that. I
So
can feel that.
I need some get crunked up in there.
yeah,
Shout out to
Some
Duke.
icons.
icons.
Icons can go on tour
That
with
shit was
Yin.
so whack.
The thing is, Sean bought the whole album.
Got the whole CD.
Hey, shout out to Duke Deuce though for having Lil
Crunk ain't
Jon
dead.
Hey, I
and
fuck with Duke Deuce.
Project Pat
Hey man,
and who am I missing?
I don't know.
I'm tripping.
3-6.
3-6. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
really was just DJ Paul.
DJ
and,
Paul. Yeah.
and Juicy J.
I'm.
Lil John was on the chorus.
Yeah. I actually could have done for some reason. With it probably sounds crazy with him being on a joint called Crunk Ain't Dead. Like Lil Jon's part really wasn't that cold to me. Like I could have done without that.
I mean,
It don't
he
make
just,
sense,
he just
but-
talking on the track.
what you know about Angry Black Man on an Elevator?
Angry black man on the elevator.
What was that on?
Rhymefest made a
Oh,
song
yeah.
called "I'm an Angry Black Man on an Elevator."
Yeah, that shit didn't. It didn't work.
It was actually a pretty dope song.
It wasn't Jesus Walks.
No,
No, it wasn't that.
but not everything is Jesus Walks though.
It's not,
I mean,
but
But the thing is,
You don't
like,
write those every day.
Yeah.
thing
You
is,
know what I'm
Rhymefest first album, Blue Collar. I actually really like that record.
he's got some.
It's
joy.
very
He
good.
got bars. I remember, matter of fact, when he stayed here, he was doing a freestyle contest on the radio where you could volunteer. They didn't say he was going to rap against.
Yeah.
You could volunteer and go up to the radio station and freestyle battle. One of my homies decided he wanted to go up there and freestyle battle.
Yeah.
Guess who he had to battle?
Who he battle?
He had to battle Rhymefest.
It was over.
Ate his ass up.
Ate him up.
Young
Live
Che.
on radio.
Hey.
I ain't gonna call him out and say who it is, but yeah.
Hey, the funniest Rhyme.
You might as well say it.
Nope.
No.
like that.
The funniest Rhymefest story I have, I'll never forget it, man. It was at Reggie's in Chicago. He was performing. I don't think it was Scribble Jam. He was performing though. He was the main act that night, and he must have had, you know, they started early, right? So on the left of Reggie's, when you come in, black curtain by the stage. That is, they got a balcony level you can look over. So he was coming around to go onto the stage on the left. He's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "What's going on, man? Big fan, blah, 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 blah. Got the album, cool." He's like, "That's what's up, brother. That's what's up." Now, he's still split. So after he daps me up, he turns around and he slips on, I don't know, somebody spilled the beer or something, does like a 360 and falls on his ass, like right by where you walk in and go on the stage. So I helped him up. He was like, "I don't think nobody else saw that, man. I'm
But
good."
you just told everybody. Go figure.
Yeah.
He been holding on to the hat. That shit tucked for so long.
Hey, but he was cool though. Like we laughed about all of that. He was like, "Man, I'm about to go up here and kill this shit." I was like, "All right, sir."
You ain't sell him no beats.
Huh?
You ain't sell him no beats.
He wasn't in the state to listen to him, brother.
Shit,
remember-
you just picked him up.
I did.
Literally.
It reminds me of that part in Hustle and Flow.
Yeah,
I remember.
You threw my tape in the toilet, man. Skinny man.
Rhymefest was cool though. Go ahead, Lon. I'm sorry.
No, I remember when Clarence Hinks Jones, we performed at A3C in 2010, I think.
Castle went with y'all on that one.
Castle, DJ Castle, Bounce Castle, and Poppy Hamon. They went the time before.
Shout out to Poppy. I'm on
Yeah,
Castle.
so they
That's
went.
the fam.
Yeah, we rocked. That was before they moved to the Masquerade. But, anyways, no, we went. We were at the. We played on the Jack Prince stage. Anyways, in the green room, we were back chilling. I remember me, Clarence, and I don't know. we're just chilling on the couch, and then Rhymefest comes in the back, just got done performing. And I just remember, like, at the time, this is like 2010, so Rhymefest was still kind of not on his political stuff. You know, like, he was actually still rapping back then.
Yeah.
You know, he comes off stage, and he's in there, and he's dapping up this other person. I'm like, oh, shit. And all of a sudden, it just kind of comes together. You see all these artists that are, like, underground artists. And I'm like, man, I'm in the same room with...
Yeah.
I know that person. I know that person. It was crazy to be in that room with all those people.
Yeah.
But I do remember Rhymefest being like one of the bigger names at the time that was in there. But they all knew each other. It was just it was really cool.
Yeah,
but,
man. It's just dope It's dope to be around people.
Definitely a fanboy. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'm playing the same festival these guys are.
Damn right. It's just dope to see people that you admire, if your fans of their craft. If you can get a chance to meet them and they actually be cool, like. That goes a long way, because I've heard a lot of asshole experiences, man.
One of the coolest dudes I met, I think it was that year too, or maybe it was the next year, was Fashawn. He was really cool.
That's what's up.
He was a really cool ass dude. We sat and had a conversation.
He can rap too.
Yeah, MED was mad cool too. We had a conversation about Flying Lotus randomly.
Oh, word?
It was just, I don't know. But anyways, for another time.
Nah, that's what's up. Let's see. I wanted to get on this one. The list is kind of long, but
let's talk about Public Enemy.
You want to do Public Enemy?
Okay,
Yeah,
let's talk about Public Enemy.
All right,
or Public Enemy Radio.
It ain't Bernie's fault.
All right. So Flav,
and I don't even ride for Bernie like that. But that's just that's a goofy take. Anyways,
you can't put it on Burn, but. Apparently, the way I understand it, they performed at a Bernie event, Public Enemy, and Flav.
Well, they were announced too. I don't know. Have they done it yet?
Oh, I could be mistaken. They did not perform.
It was on a flyer. That was the whole thing.
Okay,
it was their likeness.
Thank you. Cool. My fault. But Flav went off. Like he was blasting Chuck, and I'm gonna go through some of his comments. So he says, "There's no Public Enemy without Flavor Flav. You want to destroy? Don't do that, Jay Moore." He said, "You want to destroy something that we've built over 35 years over politics, ? Flav has responded to being fired from the longtime group because Chuck pretty much said it was a rap for him the other day. Flav said, "Are you kidding me right now?" over Bernie Sanders. These are his responses on Twitter. He said, "You want to destroy something that we built, blah, 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 blah." He said, all because I don't want to endorse a candidate. He said, "I'm very disappointed in you and your decisions right now." This is going back towards Chuck. He said, "I'm not your employee. I'm your partner. You can't fire me. There's no Public Enemy," doubles down again, without Flavor Flav. That's crazy if you think about.
Yet there is.
Ownership matters.
Ownership definitely matters. And the fact that he says, it tells you how they're structured, because he probably he is technically a partner with them. So can you fire a partner?
Is he?
Well,
I don't think he is.
You don't think he's a partner?
Nah.
There is a response from Chuck D.
Okay.
From the offices of Flavor Flav. Or no, I'm sorry, the office of Public Enemy. Public Enemy did not part ways with Flavor Flav over political views. Flavor Flav has been on suspension since 2016 when he was MIA from a Harry Belafonte benefit in Atlanta, Georgia. That was the last straw for the group. He had previously missed numerous live gigs from Glastonbury to Canada, album recording sessions, and photo shoots. He always chose to party over work. Public Enemy Radio toured Europe and co-headlined the Wu-Tang Clan in May without Flavor Flav, and that's in 2019. They have also done numerous benefit shows without Flavor. While Public Enemy Radio was moving forward, Flavor Flav was starting on a reality show, Growing Up Hip Hop New York, where an episode featured his children discussing an intervention and putting him into rehab. It's time to move on, and everyone wishes Flavor Flav well. So apparently this whole split with what is called Public Enemy Radio, because apparently through legal reasons you can't call it Public Enemy without Flavor Flav.
Yep.
And maybe and they have the people who signed the letter: Chuck D, DJ Lord, James Baum, Pop Diesel, and Johnny, who's also an MC, because I don't see Terminator X or Professor Griff. So
they haven't toured with them for a long time.
So I believe that's why it's called Public Enemy Radio, because for legal reasons, without certain individuals, it can't be called Public Enemy. But apparently Flav has not been with the group since 2016. So That's that.
I know Griff has been touring solo a long time. Since then, Professor X hasn't been with them in a long time either.
Terminator X.
I said Professor X.
I was
thinking about the X-Men.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they'd have ate us up in the comments.
Terminator X.
Yeah.
He don't even know about.
Y'all don't know y'all hip hop.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know your comic books neither.
Yeah, it's always somebody that swears somebody don't know some shit because of
You say one thing that's a little off,
Right.
And
it
it's
don't matter.
And like that literally would have been all through
I'll
the
tell you
comments.
what, you come sit in my seat, and let's see how we do.
It would have
Yeah.
been bad too.
Yeah.
Who is old boy in the Sean Kemp jersey? He don't know rap.
Yeah.
He
People-
said something about a comic book.
People act like this is scripted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely not. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
But nah, it's cool.
We love y'all though.
Yep,
For sure.
It's funny because we just talked about Flava Flav being in Run DMC, and what was his contribution to Run? Damn, I'm doing it again.
It's your birthday, brother. Don't
It
worry
is.
about
Yeah,
it.
you
Don't
know,
be
I haven't
let
even
you-
had that much to drink.
You've
Public
been
Enemy.
tasting. It's okay,
I'm
brother.
thinking,
need some
see,
more.
I'm thinking about the Run DMC conversation.
all good.
Okay.
You need more of that Sun King in your
I
life.
do. Let me pour myself some.
Go ahead.
But anyway, we were talking about Flava Flav and his contribution to Public Enemy.
Yes, sir.
And how he was pretty much on some other shit. We was just talking about this shit 2-3 weeks ago,
Like,
right?
Facts.
we know this. This is not like a secret.
And he won't be missed. I won't say, well,
Maybe the
his
live-
vibe, his vibe I think will be missed.
He's a big part
Essentially,
of their vibe.
Yeah,
He's a part of the vibe, but as far as performing,
you can do your biggest hits without Flav.
you can definitely do your biggest
You
hits
can't
without-
do 911. That's one of
not
their
a
biggest,
Public Enemy song.
I mean, no, that was on
That was on
Fear of a Black Planet. That was on there.
It's still solo. That's just like
I
it's
mean,
like
but still,
Outkast.
though.
They had solo songs on.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay,
he's-
okay.
Big Boy can do West Savannah on his own.
Okay.
It's his song essentially. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. Chuck wasn't. I got you. Okay.
But Chuck can do Black Steel, The Hour Chaos, and Night of Living Bassheads without flavor.
Yeah. I
'Cause they
I
can
just know
definitely just
911 is
run-
one of them records.
They can
Can't
definitely
trust it.
just run the ad libs for and fuck John Wayne.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you can do Fight the Power without Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
When you watch the visual though, man, like to your point though, those are two different things. Like
Yeah.
we talking about
He,
performing live.
he definitely added a major part of the group though.
He did. He was a style icon
added
too
to
because
it.
he wore the big clocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was wearing clocks and shit back then.
And he started getting to the point where it was like
Massive.
the shits that would be on the wall at the crib, like
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
the
mean?
Sun King.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Sun King. But I'm with Lone though. I don't want to. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to minimize his contributions, but I get what J Boy is saying from a performance standpoint. What you guys are saying, but I still don't like the overall, just the aesthetics of them. Like he's a part of that.
No,
you know
he
what I'm
definitely
saying? Like
is.
he's a part of that.
And you can't unwrite that.
No.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? At the end,
because you
end
think
of the
about
day.
Public Enemy to me, like at their apex, you got him, you got Grip, you got Terminator X. They
The
doing
S1Ws.
they doing the steps. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all of that. Like that goes into Public Enemy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
But you know what? You don't know what it's like to be in a group with somebody like that.
True.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what
right.
I mean? And I'm sure that shit is probably
Stressful.
Annoying.
stressful as
And the
shit.
thing is, like, Flav been on one since the 90s.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And you know what? People change. Times change.
Grow
They can-
apart.
They can move. They can change. They can do some other shit. And they can be their own version of whatever they're going to be in the future.
I remember they did a roast for Flavor Flav, and of
Oh,
course
man.
Chuck D was not, because this is around the time of Flavor of Love and all that.
when he was eating no girl butt.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Bout.
And
Bout.
and I just remember the host of the roast was like, Chuck D is not here because apparently the D stands for dignity. So but telling me that there, I don't know, man. Like if groups are such a hard thing, that's why there's so many solo artists now.
They're tough. I mean, I've been in groups. I mean, they're hard.
I mean, for it to even go this long with, you know what I'm saying,
Flav was on
still in
crack.
there.
He dropped a vial of crack on stage at a Yo MTV Raps concert.
How
See.
about that?
Man, that was going around. Bobby Brown did a bag, right?
Whole bag.
Yeah, he was a solo artist at the time.
He picked that mug up too.
He didn't miss a step though.
Didn't. Every little
When
step he take.
No,
It was on point that night. It was on point that night. Yeah. Scoop that mug
Calculated.
up right in rhythm.
Yep.
though.
Calculated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's ever commented on if that was actually that thing that he
I'm
picked
sure
up.
he has.
We have an episode titled Bobby Brown's Dope Bag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
it
Don't
was
we
in the
do
early
those?
days.
Yeah.
Y'all go back and check that one out. Yeah. I don't know if he's ever addressed if he dropped that thing.
I'm
on
sure
the
he,
ground.
I'm positive.
I've
he
read
has.
Bobby Brown's book, and
What was
of
it,
course
Jay
I
Moore?
watched the movie. I mean, he can say what he wants, but we know what it is.
Yeah. Know what it was.
Bobby Brown will tell you, is like, yeah, I was very high during this time of my life.
Early too.
Well,
yeah,
you know.
I was,
He was
during
what, like 19?
the New Edition reunion. He's like that whole thing fell apart because I was high a lot.
And they actually could have put out some heat.
They did though. That
Yeah, Under the Blue Moon.
That
Stop,
no,
man.
come
Please
on,
stop.
Home again has
Home
some
Again was a
heat.
good album.
And wait a minute, all of you who commented this past week talking about Under
we
the Blue
go.
Moon wasn't that bad, you need
Yeah.
to
Stop it.
Please review the rest of the New Edition catalog before
yeah.
you talk about how great Under the Blue Moon is.
You guys are just haters of doo-wop.
How are we?
No.
First of all, man, that album is just not it, man. That's
I'll
all.
listen to their Christmas album in July before I listen to Under the Blue Moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just whack. Like name, I want y'all,
I'll pull it
anybody
up.
that
I
listened
got
to
it.
that
I'll pull it
album
up.
that was G'ing for it. Name an album.
Hey, man, it's in my Serato.
Name what
It's
that
not- it
album
actually
that's
is.
better than though. I want to know something that stands the test of time. That Blue Moon is better than that. I want to know.
Okay.
The cover trash though.
It's very trash.
Like, and I love New Edition.
Yeah.
The cover's trash though.
They
like,
had them in the shiny suits and the big McDonald's smiles, and I was like, "Yo, this ain't it."
Rodney
So-
had
And
a
I was
badass
a
girl.
youngster when it came out. I was like,
and Bobby wasn't on the cover. So
because Bobby
He
had
wasn't
got
in
out
the
the
group.
group before that.
yeah, but
Bobby-
he wasn't on that thing yet. They still was young.
He was back in Baltimore in the projects.
True.
Boston. Like I said, we got to clean it up before they come get us.
All right. So so they had Earth Angel,
Yeah.
a million to one. The Duke of
Angel, Earth Angel.
the Duke of Earl. Hey there, lonely girl.
Why the fuck would they be making the Duke of Earl, man?
Hey, this really bothers Jay Diff, man. 1,000 miles away. What's your name? Tears on my pillow. Blue Moon. Since I don't have you. Bring back the memories. Which one of these joints was the one that was in Karate Kid?
Earth Angel.
Earth Angel. Okay. So they got a bag. Well, if the contract was right, I don't
They
know.
didn't get
Look,
the
that's
bag.
the thing.
Okay.
They probably, like I said, they probably had one of the Megan Thee Stallion contracts.
What's my boy name that pulled them out the hood at the talent show? What's my boy name? The
Maurice
producer?
Starr.
Maurice Starr. He probably got.
Yeah, Maurice Starr was not involved at this point.
Well, I got to go back because it's been a minute. I don't know.
Did you
who
watch
was.
the movie, Mike?
It's been a while, man.
You ain't a true fan.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing: the
Maybe-
Bobby Brown biopic was not as good as the New Edition joint. Just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's up to you.
You know. But yeah, this album's whack. But anybody else that wants to comment, feel free to make your piece on it. But
It is kind of weird that Public Enemy was broken up by politics.
See,
But see, that's the thing. It was.
shout out to my
It
man
wasn't.
Rusty,
was
man.
not.
It's
It was bad timing.
That's
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying.
my homie Rusty.
Flavor ain't
I'm
been
not
in the
saying-
group for 4 years.
I'm not saying that politics broke up the group. Per
Did you
se.
say Flavor? Did you say
I'm
Flavor Aid
saying
was
that
in?
politics broke up the group.
not
True.
not politics.
True. I see
not-
what you're saying.
Not,
Yeah.
not presidential politics, but just politics.
Right.
On paper, though, you're right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
That was
on
a
paper,
bar.
you're right.
Okay.
That was a
Yeah.
bar.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Did you say Flavor Aid?
but at the same,
I thought he said Flavor Aid was in.
but
Go
at the
ahead,
same,
man.
but at the same time, to the politics point, it was politics in general, political politics,
Presidential.
presidential political politics
Ooh, that's
that
a bar.
actually
separated.
did the whole knife decisive cut thing.
Yeah, I guess it kind of was.
But
crazy,
goddamn it,
man.
it wasn't Bernie. Just because he's in it, that's
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
putting it on
don't-
Bernie out here.
Please
man.
don't use
they
this.
putting it
as-
on Bernie.
Not that the new old
gotta
heads
do
have
better.
not
Gotta do
not
better.
endorsed the candidate, but please don't use this.
Don't
as a
don't
reason.
put Bernie out there like that. He already got his own set. He trying to do what he trying to do. Don't put this on him, man. Like,
no.
yeah, that's not fair to Burn, man.
This doesn't mean no.
Let
I-
it burn. Let it burn.
Yeah, but
Let it burn.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, actually, you
yeah,
yourself a shot.
Nah,
I'm proud. I'm proud of y'all though. We didn't lose any specific fan base this episode. Jay Moore, I appreciate you, brother. We didn't.
You look at his face. He's like,
was
well,
like,
how
what
did
did I
I?
say in the last 30 seconds that might offend
We
somebody?
didn't lose anyone, I don't think, on this one.
Yeah,
so
I was acting like I was saying some shit.
but we ain't lose anybody though. Jay
I
Moore,
hope
Jay
no.
Moore say shit that we lose like whole groups of people.
Yeah, but didn't we did kind of. Okay, I'm not even going to rehash it.
Who do we lose?
They
though?
can just listen to the beginning
I
of the
don't think
show.
we lost.
No, I'm not about to bring up who we lost. I'm glad the music came on. That's going to do it for episode 175 of the New Old Heads podcast. Make sure you go to Bringing Down the Band's YouTube page, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We appreciate all the support as always. For the entire crew, peace, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.